What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be completely different from my regularly like lifestyle vlogs. I'm gonna make this like a Christian series, like a Christian diaries type of video. I'm still gonna be vlogging like my lifestyle regularly. I'm just gonna make some little changes with my vlogging. But today I'm going to talk about why do we drift from God so easily. And I'm going to share like my experience, and then I'm going to probably share like some scriptures to help us stay like anchored and motivated with our walk with God, because I've definitely been in that place too, where it's like one day we're walking with God and we're praying and worshiping and reading our Bible, and the next we're just like distracted and distant and not the same, and then we even feel guilty. So I'm going to share my experience from basically like all week, and then I'm going to probably make this like a part 2 series. But make sure you guys share this video with your loved ones, your family, your friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, whoever. So let's get started. So I want to say like all of last week has just really been crazy. So to people who don't know, I am a PK kid. So if you don't know what that is, I'm a pastor's kid. My dad is a pastor. I am a PK kid. And so a lot of people don't know that, because it's like I just feel like that's just not something I just go out and say, oh yeah, I'm a pastor's kid. Like, no. So to my friends, that's kind of why I don't go to parties and clubs like that. That's why I don't smoke, I don't drink. That's why I just don't do certain things, okay? So let's get straight to it. So Sunday before last, I had an encounter with God. And really Monday, but Sunday night, because it was like 1-2 in the morning going into Monday, so whatever. So Sunday night, midnight, Monday-ish, around 2:30, I was just scrolling on TikTok, and just like a whole bunch of Christian videos is always on my For You page. I was just scrolling on TikTok, and a whole bunch of videos came up, and it was like worshiping, people were just praising God and talking about God and stuff like that. And this one particular song came on, so I'm like, you know what, like I am going to sing in my bed and just talk to God. This is like 2:25 in the morning. So that's what I did. So I'm like, nah, like I'm sitting on my bed, crisscross applesauce, and I'm just singing and stuff. I'm like, nah, this not gonna work. So I went on my knees, y'all. I never ever went on my knees and prayed and talked to God, like ever. Like when we were younger, like, and we had like a family prayer in my house or something, like we did, but I've never like on my own, I just never done that. So by this time it was 2:30 in the morning. Everybody sleep. 2:30 in the morning, and I'm just on my knees. I'm just talking to God, and this one song comes on called "Give Me You" by Shayna Wilson, and I completely lost it. I mean, I was just crying and crying and crying, and then like, you know, TMI, but a whole bunch of just snot, and just everything is just like, my whole entire face is just wet. Like I am just completely like crying, and I'm just like worshiping, and I'm just praying to God, and I'm just talking to God, and, you know, I'm telling him like he's so good, and I'm just crying. And then I'm on my playlist listening to this song. So this one particular song that is not even on my playlist, and I'm like, where'd this song come from? And it was called "Set a Fire." And I'm like, wow, because this whole time I've been praying and on my knees, I'm literally saying like, Lord, send a fire to me. Like I want more of you, I want more. Like that's literally all I'm saying. And the particular song, my jaw, it's not on my playlist. This song that came on was literally like saying everything that I was just saying, and I'm like, whoa, it was so crazy. So I was gonna say something, but I'm probably gonna get into that later. So I'm just crying, I'm just praying to God, and I'm just, and my job, this goes by like 2 hours. So by the time I'm like done to like, you know, wipe my face and get myself together, it's like 4:30 in the morning. I did not go to bed until 5:30 in the morning, because after I got off on my knees, wiped my face, cleared myself, laid back in my bed, and continued to just talk to God and just prayed. So that whole time when I'm just laying in my bed, my worship music is still playing, I'm just like, Lord, like what's next? I want more. Send me instructions, guide me with my whole life, whether that's relationships, friendships, school, work, anything in general. I'm just like, God, like, I want more. What's more? I want next. What's next? What's next? What next? So the next day, that's on Monday. The next day, I go to Barnes & Noble and I buy a Bible. Now, before y'all come for me, why you already have a Bible? Aren't you a pastor's kid? I know. That's just all a part of the journey. But yeah, so me and my mom went to Barnes & Noble and I went to buy a Bible and I bought a journal. And it's like a Christian journal. They have scriptures and you can write stuff in it and stuff like that. So we went and bought it. And I asked my mom, like, so what should I read? She said Genesis. Start from Genesis. I'm like, okay. So that Tuesday, I watched The Chosen all day. If you don't know what The Chosen is, it's a Christian series literally about Jesus. I do recommend it. It is kind of like modern, like back in the old days, and I see, you know, people be like, oh, I didn't really enjoy it. Like, I don't see, hey, I enjoyed it. It was just a difference. I enjoyed it. It was modernized or whatever, but I still enjoyed it. So The Chosen has like 5 seasons. By that Tuesday, that whole entire Tuesday, by Tuesday night, I was already on season 2. Like, I was so locked in. So every single day since Sunday, I'm asking God, like, what's next? Because I want more. I want more view. What's next? So that was Tuesday. So Wednesday, what happened Wednesday? I don't think anything particular really happened Wednesday. Yes, it did. Wednesday night, I'm scrolling on TikTok, about to go to bed or whatever, and I see these videos, and it's somebody that I don't know these people. I just saw this video. It said, we're going on a national worldwide fast from August 29th through August 31st. And I was like, oh wow, okay. Second video, I didn't even do a couple scrolls. Next video literally said, I don't know if you heard, but we're going on a worldwide national fast from August 29th through August 31st. And I'm like, okay, Lord, because mind y'all, I'm asking him what's next. I want more. Third video, same thing about fasting. Fourth video, same thing. I sent to my mom, like, I should do it. She was like, yeah. She pushed and encouraged me to do it. I said, okay. Fifth video, I kind of, you know, I don't mean to skip over godly videos or whatever, but this particular one I seen, I was like, I'm definitely not skipping. Like, I listened to the whole 7 minutes of her video, and she basically said, can I tell you something? I don't think you understand and people understand how life-changing it is to be fasting, what it is to consecrate and give and surrender to God. And I'm like, and I literally paused the video, y'all, and I just laughed. I'm just laughing at God, because I'm like, yo, like, you are so, like, you know how it just orchestrated, like how it just happened, like, you know. And then Thursday came and I'm making up my bed and stuff, and I'm just still laughing at God. I said, wait, I said, you're so funny and you're so like good, and you really do have a sense of humor, because this whole time I've been stressing about, you know, how I'm gonna go these couple weeks, because situation with my job, which I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm like, the situation with my job, what am I doing? And then you're literally guiding me from Sunday night, Monday-ish, you're literally guiding me every step of the way and showing me the next steps and giving me instructions, and I'm not even realizing that's what you're doing. So I'm laughing, and nothing bad, I'm just laughing like, yo, like, this is, God is so good. Like, you can't tell me God is not real. So little short story with my job situation. I got a brand new job working for the school district, something I always wanted to do, after school program. And 3 days in, went to the trainings, worked for 3 days, literally loved it already. And they told me that I could not come back on site because something with my background check came back. So in July, I went to my uncle's funeral in North Carolina. So we were coming back home now from the funeral. So for RDU to LAX, at RDU airport, the TSA people, you know, they got my bags. I'm like, whatever, it's just a little mistake. And they pulled out my purse and they was checking, and they saw my taser in my purse. I completely forgot my taser was in my purse. So they processed me, they detained me, they charged me for a misdemeanor, they put in the document that I was carrying a concealed weapon, and they're making me fly back to court October 2nd. I know. So all of that stuff came back on my background check with my new job, and they told me that I cannot come back on site until that is completely off my record. So when I found that out, I was completely down, like, oh my gosh, I finna be sitting home for 2 months not doing nothing. And 2 people I told, 2 to 3 people basically was like, no, because this probably can be your time for you to draw closer and get closer to God. Like, build your relationship with God and talk to him. And I'm like, yeah. Like, you know, of course that's, yeah. But I'm like, gosh. And I'm like, okay, so maybe I could just do stuff that I didn't have time to do before, because the previous job I was working like 8-hour shifts, didn't want to do nothing but come home and go to sleep ever since I got off work. That was my previous job. So this new job, you know, and that's why I was laughing at him that Thursday, because I'm like, yo, that's literally what happened. While I'm not at work right now, these 2 months until I gotta go to court and defeat this, I'm literally getting closer to God. I'm literally talking and I'm praying to God, and he's literally instructing me on what to do each day. And I'm like, this is so crazy, because everything happens for a reason, and if it's in God's will, then that's just what it is. So it probably was in God's will or whatever for this reason to happen with my job. I still have my job. I'm still employed there. I just cannot go back physically on the site right now until this is off my record. So thank God for that. So that's the little background. Okay, so that was like Thursday night. I'm talking to my mom. I'm like, Mom, like, do you think God is hearing me? Like, do you think I'm making him proud? Am I pleasing him? Like, is he hearing me? Like, I don't know what's the sign. But the whole time, y'all, he is hearing me, because he's literally instructing me and taking me step by step every single day. The Chosen and reading my Bible, hello, like, The Chosen is literally something about Jesus and how he was on earth and what he did on this earth. Perform miracles, to heal people, heal the sick, the blind, the paralyzed. Like, I learned so much, and it helps you have a more understanding and knowledge. Like, it's so good. But anyway, but my mom was like, yeah, I'm actually gonna put a scripture up. She was like, yes. And she brought up Daniel. This is where it get good and deep, y'all. She brought up Daniel, and she was like, I'm gonna read the scripture. Basically, Daniel chapter 10 verse 12. And then he said, don't be afraid, Daniel. Since the first day you began to pray for understanding and to humble yourself before God, your request has been heard in heaven. I have come to answer to your prayer. I have come in answer to your prayer. When my mom told me that, I just smiled at her. And then she basically was telling me the story, like, he fasted and prayed for 21 days, but the prince of Persia blocked his way. The angel blocked his way because they were battling to basically not get Daniel's answer. Basically, they were battling for 21 days. And then basically the angel, you know, came and told Daniel, like, God heard you the first time you prayed, since you prayed. And that just had me like, wow. Like, okay, wow. Okay, so then Friday was the day I started my fast. So that was Thursday when my mom told me about that, and Friday was the day. So I went on a 3-day fast Friday, starting Friday, August the 29th. So my mom sent me this link of, if you don't know, he's a pastor, Bishop S.Y. Younger was preaching a message, and the name and the title of his message was God Heard You the First Time. Hello, do y'all see how it's like, or hello, like, am I tripping? Like, no, I'm not. So, you know, my mom's phone was not in her room when we were talking about this last night about Daniel and how God heard you the first time. And you know how phones be picking up what y'all talk about, and it, you know, stuff just automatically show up. That was not the case. I don't care what nobody said, that was not the case. Okay, she sent me the video YouTube link of him preaching about that message, and it literally, he was reading from the same scripture I just read about Daniel and how he went on his 21-day fast and praying, and you know, the angel was in a battle in the spirit world in this net, talking about everything. And then he's talking about the fasting. I was like, this is so crazy. He's talking about God heard you the first time and with Daniel, then he's talking about fasting, and then here I am on my fast right now. It was just mind-blowing. Okay, so that whole entire Friday I was completely locked in, phone on D&D. Nobody could reach me. No, when I tell you nobody, the only person that could reach me was my mom and my grandma, because I added them into my favorites. So and it was so crazy, because all of a sudden I started getting all these notifications. Everybody named mama started calling me, texting me, sending, like, it was so crazy. But anyway, I was not answering. And so, you know, being on a fast, no social media, no cussing, no listening to cellular music, no watching regular shows and movies. That whole entire day, I read my Bible, I talked to God, I prayed to God, I worshiped, and then I literally watched Christian things. I watched, did I watch The Chosen that day? I don't know, but I watched the book of Esther. I read the whole book of Esther, the whole chapter. I think that chapter is, what, 10 chapters? I think I read the whole thing. Like, I was so locked in that day. Next day came, I was a little weak, little low energy, but it's okay. No food, no water, no nothing. Strictly me and God, watching Christian movies and shows and talking to God, and that was it. So Saturday night came, and I'm like, I cannot wait to go to church tomorrow, because I already knew that when I go to church tomorrow, it's literally gonna be such a fiery good service. Like, I was so ready to go to church. Sunday came, I'm up getting ready for church. I get in the shower, I'm happy, I'm talking to God, like, I'm just happy. Get to church, as soon as I walk in the door, it's just fire, just boom, just boom. They start shouting and stuff. I didn't, oh, look at this, camera's trying to fall and stuff. So the word finally came, and it was youth Sunday. So the youth pastor was speaking, and he was, you know, just talking, and then he finally gave the scripture on what he wanted to read and talk about. Why was the scripture Daniel? And he basically preached and read and talked about Daniel and what I just said. You know, don't be afraid, Daniel. Since the first day you began to pray for understanding and to humble yourself before God, your request has been heard in heaven. And y'all, when he basically, it was a little different. I think that was a different version he was reading, but same thing. And he basically was like, God heard you the first time. When he said that, y'all, if you, I'm not gonna share the link or anything, but if you were to watch the video and you hear him reading the scripture, you're gonna hear me wailing, just crying in the back, because that was me. The person you hear wailing and crying is me. Because when he said that, I'm just like, Lord, like, you're still talking to me. Like, you're still giving me signs. You're still letting me know that you're here with me. Like, you're still here connected with me. Every single day I've been saying, I don't ever want this spark and connection with me and God to break, disconnect, nothing. I want to continue to be on fire for God. The camera keep trying to fall, y'all. I want to continue to be on fire for God. I want more of you. I want instructions. I want guidance. And here he is still just speaking to me. So anyway, if you were to watch that, like, that's me wailing and crying, and I didn't mean to just do it out loud, because it's all quiet while you reading scripture, and you just know people are looking at me. But my cousin, she came and hugged me, and she didn't know, but my mom ended up telling her after. But just, God is so, like, he's just so good. And the whole reason of me bringing up my experience and to share with y'all is because you can do the same exact thing. And yes, you're going to probably have to cut off that boy, or cut off certain relationships, or certain friendships. You might have to be distant with certain people and back up from others who probably are not leading you in the right way, or that's probably not even no good for you to be around. And I had to learn that, but I'm very happy and very grateful that I literally got on my knees and did what I did from that day. And ever since then, I've literally been guided and given instructions, and each day God has just been talking and speaking to me, and still is. So I just want you guys to know, like, we all sin, nobody is perfect. So I know it's hard, but you're not alone in the struggle, and you just literally just give all your problems, give all your frustrations to God. Surrender to God. Give your life to God. Just be positive, be encouraging, make some changing in habits in your life. With me, like, I noticed even the little things with big things, it's automatically gonna change for you. You're gonna just be extra clean, or just like really just, I don't even know, just certain auras about you and certain habits that is just automatically gonna change. Like, it's just gonna be different once you really just, you're not gonna really want to listen to other music. You're not gonna want to listen to people who just cuss and do this and that. It's just something just gonna be different. It's just, friends are gonna start coming to you. It's just gonna be a difference. So a little verse, James 4:8, come near to God and he will come near to you. That's just an encouraging verse that I just want to share. Like, just pray. Even start small by like a 5-minute prayer. Do something little, as far as if you don't automatically, you know, pray in the morning or something, do it. Listen to gospel music until a certain time of the day. Just start making little changes. If you don't have a Bible, go buy a Bible. Read Genesis. Read it. Read it. I did. Talk about Noah, Adam and Eve. Just read it. The Bible is so good. It's so freaking good. Like, the story is just so good, and I'm sure I probably haven't even got to the best stories. Me, I read the whole book of Esther and watched the whole movie. Noah, I already knew about Noah, but I just want to reread it. I reread Noah, watched the movie Noah. Like, just do it. Just do it. Don't give up. And I'm gonna end this video, so I'm probably gonna do a part 2 or just do another, you know, little series to this. But of course I'm gonna do more series. It's gonna be a Christian series or whatever. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Literally share this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my experience, and I will catch you guys in the next series.